Hello, hello. I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO of Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions. This is your weekly video update. We're going to hit sales, schools, software, and the team today. So let's get right to it. First thing is sales. Sales. We love them. We love them. Some press came out. Go to AITX.ai. Read the press releases. It's there. You should be checking AITX.ai pretty regularly anyway. Have your scanners on to get the alerts. The details are there. Sales are great. Okay, next, schools. One of the press releases that we put out this week is that we're moving forward with our first school. And that's pretty cool. Now, for the eagle-eyed investors, fans, followers, you'll notice that we are, for the first time, allowing non-RAD devices to connect to RADSoC. Interesting. In the press release, we put some statistics as to how many cameras are out there. And I think on Tuesday, I tweeted something about how I kind of like disrupting a mature industry. So we're coming at this space the same way we're bringing Rio to market. And I know I'm talking about another product that's not fully revealed yet, but we're getting close. We're getting close. I'll talk about that as well in a minute. But we're coming at it pretty hard and really looking for some really good results. So that will be interesting for us to add these non-RAD cameras to the devices. Software is interesting because done right, it has the highest margins of any product I think you could possibly invent, done right. So those longtime fans, followers, investors know that I've said many times, we're really a software company at heart, and we do hardware because we have to. And I love our hardware, don't get me wrong, but I would rather be pumping out OEM RAD-G RAD packs and having clients use those RAD packs to create their own devices and connect to our network. Become a software company, more of a software company. And made some progress on that this week, of course. Cassie is going to be running the RAD pack Millie. I reached out to another company earlier this week and who's kind of trying to get into security robotics, not like we are, but in a bit of a different way. And so we'll see what happens there. But we're out there with RAD-G, so kind of the first sales calls on that have happened or kind of fell into our lap. So that's fun. But the bigger piece is connecting other cameras to RADSoC. The school is what's happening. We have a real tech-savvy guy who's from the industry, who's got 10, 12 cameras at his house. We're going to be using him as well, just as a bit of a test bed. We've been running it at the Rex for almost a year and doing some slow development on it. So it works great. Anyway, really excited about our first school. The school itself is super excited about us. And they have promised and pledged as part of the deal, lots of publicity to get on the phone, to share the good news with the other schools. I think there's 12 or 13 schools that they say they're really close with and that they lead the way in terms of tech. So that's pretty exciting for us. It's just been a great week, but moving into this phase of software, it's going to take a couple years. Just want to set expectations. It's going to take a couple years, but we're moving into it now. And I think that that's notable and exciting. If it takes off, we'll obviously divert, resources and attention to that, but we'll see. So it's all good. It's just all good news. I love where we're at with that. I got to come up with a name. And usually I don't have a problem naming things, partially because my standards for the names are pretty low. So, it's pretty easy. But this one I got to think about. So if you got some name ideas for connecting a standard security camera to RADSoC, hit me up with the names. Let's go. Cassie was actually an investor or fan suggested name, which is really cool. So you know I love it when you guys share your ideas because there's so much brilliance out there. Talking about the team, yesterday after close, we assigned 100 million shares to the team that we have today. And I want to share a few things about that so that we make sure, to the best of our abilities, that there's no misconceptions. The first thing is, none of those shares are actually issued or available to trade for likely 4 years. Okay? During those 4 years, we'll have lots of trading by retail. And, obviously during those 4 years, we're hoping to hit some marks like profitability and NASDAQ uplist and so forth. So we've got a plan. Hopefully everything comes together and we get the uplist done, at which point the team's shares will be most likely on some type of restriction. Some shares might be available on day one to them. Some shares might wait 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, even 24 months, depending on how many shares the insiders have collected. So just know 100 million shares at some point in the future will be issued to the team that they can trade, but it should be about 4 years or so. So I just want to make sure everybody understands that. There's not 100 million shares and none of our people can sell. So that's where we're at with that, okay? But anyway, the team works for, their tails off. They're great. We love them. We should all be grateful to them. I think I'll probably add from my equity to the team when the time comes as well. So that's just pretty excited. I mean, wouldn't be here without the team. So I hope everyone's really happy about that. Sharing with the team, sharing with the people doing the work, providing motivation is, of course, a big motivator, right, for our team. And I think that investors should be happy about that everybody's on the same side. And that side is, let's work to get this price per share up. So that's where we're at with that. Okay, so we hit a little bit on sales. Check the website. Schools, first schools coming on board. Software, we're a software company. Help me name connecting a standard security camera to RADSoC. Help me name that. And of course, the team. So that's all I got. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you around.